That sounds fun. That sounds fun.
Hi, friends. Welcome to a very special episode of That Sounds Fun. Annie and Eddie keep talking. I'm your host, Annie F. Downs. I am so happy to be here with you. Today on the show, me and my old pal Eddie do what we do. We just keep talking. In this month's installment of Annie and Eddie Keep Talking, we talk about what special day we're celebrating, Eddie's preferred brand of shirt and color of deodorant, a trifecta of things that my Chief Annie officer Lillian is interested in, and some things we're going to research. So we're ready to keep talking about them in November. For starters, if you want to jump in with us, you may want to watch the documentary I Like Me about John Candy. And we are talking about what is a panini? These are the things you need to research before November. If you're following along in your TSF Seasons Guidebook, you'll find a note-taken page for all the profound and life-changing things that Eddie is about to say on page 117. There's a really fun fall this or that activity on the next page, and I want to see your answers to that one. So take a pic and tag That Sounds Fun podcast on Instagram once you fill it out. And if you're like, Annie, what is this guidebook you speak of? Well, you can get the whole thing. It is complete at anniefdowns.com/seasons. Buckle up. Here is a wild conversation with your friend and mine, Eddie Koffoltz.
That sounds fun.
Listen, happy October.
Happy October, Annie F. Downs.
You like to call it Rocktober every year, so I just wanted to remind you.
It's one of my main things that I say is Happy October. And do you have a sense of what today is? And I'm gonna give you just a little bit of time to really sit on it. It's not my birthday. It's not my birthday.
Okay.
But what is today? And
yeah, it's the day that you got married. It's your anniversary.
that's rough. Today is Waffles' 4th birthday.
Oh, okay.
My most special girl turns 4 today.
How do y'all celebrate a cat birthday in the Koffoltz house?
Oh, we do a whole thing. There's a full liturgy for the blessing of the pets. So we do that. And
there really is. And
something
what's
in my
it called?
algorithm lately.
Yeah.
In like the Episcopal and like in the Book of Common Prayer, like they do like legit blessing of the pets.
Yes.
Which is wild.
And the one from Rabbit Room has it too that Doug wrote. Why is my brain? Everyone's yelling at us what it is. Oh, chocolate milk?
No. It is half protein shake for the temple, obviously. The temples don't build themselves.
Sure.
That's a quote from you. You say that all the time.
Yeah. All the time.
You text it to me every day and I don't.
And you're like, stop. It's 3:30 in the morning. I'm like, I can't sleep.
In a week. Why are you? Temples don't build themselves. Well, I guess good morning. So half that and then half iced coffee.
Oh.
So just a little temple builder and a little upper.
What a power drink.
Oh, it's a total power drink.
Okay, speaking of your temple, you have been a connoisseur of the black t-shirt. And I've noticed as of late that you have switched to a chambray button-up. Walk me through.
We are walking into it, Annie. You know that for a long time I wore the same black shirt.
Yeah, the same black polo. You had like 16 of them or something.
For years. The number one thing a person has done to save me from public humiliation is right before you and I walked on stage together, you said you got deodorant on your shirt. And I thought, I switched deodorant right after that.
Yeah.
Clear deodorant now. Either way.
Wow.
Here we go.
What a memory.
Hey guys, what's this show about? Well, it's not
the color of deodorant you prefer on a
clear.
day.
Not super clear. How we went from Cat's birthday to clear deodorant in like two chest moves.
Wow.
But then, you know what? I just decided, I like these shirts. And then I got one. And then I just was like, I like this. And so now I wear the same thing all the time.
What's the brand?
Oh, Wrangler. This is like classic.
Oh, wow.
I'm not trying to play with like fancy brands and whatever. I'm trying to be like,
yes,
all right,
you are.
Wrangler's not fancy. It's just like,
sure it is.
It's what would have been worn if like Willie Nelson would have worn it.
He still could. He's still living.
He is.
Oh, which makes me write something on my list that you are not going to believe.
Yeah, we're going to get there.
Oh, about AI trying to convince us she was dead
Yeah.
or
all of it.
dying. Yeah,
All that,
yeah. Gosh, this is gonna be a long show.
So
Y'all better
now
buckle up.
I'm wearing this a lot, but then I also, because I'm doing all the pillar stuff,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I can't, it's not a decision to wear the same thing because I think it's handsome. It's a decision based on like, it worked once and I can just roll with the same thing over and over again. Does that make sense?
It does look great on you. It's
Thank
a great
you.
shirt.
It's my colors. What do you think my colors
Yes,
are? Would you
yes,
say
yeah.
what's my season, do you think? I've never had it.
Winter.
You think so?
You're a winter. No, I have no idea. I don't know. how
But
to
you
do it.
should know. You know yours, right? You're a
I
something.
know mine, but
What
I
are
don't know
you,
how
a
anybody gets to that. I'm a soft autumn.
Yes.
Everything's supposed to look like it's been through the washing machine a few times.
But every color?
Yeah. So I can wear a bunch of different colors, but it's supposed to be soft versus jewel toned or bright.
Is jewel tone and bright like Easter?
No, jewel toned is like princesses Disney. The bright pinks, the bright jade, the bright turquoise, the gold in Belle's dress.
I understand. I
All
understand.
jewel toned.
So
okay.
yes, there's something I'm just like,
It's
you know what, this
great.
works and it's classic.
Your pillar videos are great, by the way. Jenna, can we link to those? And
Oh, that's very
let's
sweet.
link to your Instagram. And
Oh, my gracious.
I'm learning a lot from your marketing ideas that you share on Pillar.
Thank you, Annie. That means
So-
a lot coming from you.
I mean it. I enjoy
Thanks.
it.
Thanks.
I
have so much.
watched-
Go.
Same.
Go.
Well,
Just
I don't
go.
have so much. I have a couple of things. I watched a documentary purely in hopes that you've also watched it.
Tell me.
The John Candy one called I Like
Bree
Me.
and I are waiting because we're recording this during like both football and also baseball postseason.
Yes,
Not a lot
yes.
of, but is it good? Oh, I love John
Yes.
Candy.
I knew you did in my
love him.
heart.
Yeah.
And so I had heard a lot of people scuttle about how great it is.
Yeah.
It is. It's
Yes.
great. So do you want me to bookmark this and we can bring it back in November? Do you think you'll watch it in the next month?
Oh, definitely. I bet Bree and I will watch it this week.
Okay.
But I would
so
love
dear
to.
everyone listening, if you
Yeah.
want to go watch this, then Eddie and I will break it down in November
It's on
our
Prime.
Annie and Eddie Keep Talking.
It's on
Yes,
Amazon
it's on Prime.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, I'm adding it to my November list.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because I love John Candy too, and I thought he was so. And you just learn about his family, and you see Steve Martin and Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd.
Why
and
did you love him? I know we're going to get into this, but why did you love him?
He was there were some adults in my life built like him that were not enjoyable to be around. And he felt like an enjoyable uncle or something.
Yeah.
That like I felt like he made for a really great version of that person.
That's really well put. Yeah, that's why Uncle Buck always worked so well. Because it was
Yeah,
like, oh, that's what I
yeah.
thought of you. Do you remember the cartoon?
You're going to love Macaulay Culkin, or you're going to be very interested in Macaulay Culkin in this documentary.
Oh, I can't wait. Do you remember Camp Candy? He had a Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah,
loved
they
that.
don't really talk about it, I don't think.
I don't know if it was
They
very
kind of
popular.
buzz through a couple of his things because they get to some other things like him owning a Canadian Football League team.
Did not. I don't know anything about him because I just only knew
know.
him as a kid. But I always liked
His
him.
wife and his kids are in the documentary. I mean, I didn't know he had kids.
Yeah, I don't know anything about him. I always
Yeah.
liked him because too he was like, I wasn't large. He was like a big guy, and I was like a
Yeah.
big kid, and I like the big person. Like the representation of that was always Fat Albert, and I was
Yes.
like called Fat Albert growing up, and I hated that because I thought the
yeah,
show
of
was funny.
course.
And then it just, but it was like hard because you're like, oh, that's like the joke of all this is that he's fat. But
Yeah.
like the joke with John Candy, or at least to my recollection, I haven't watched a skit of his in, I don't know, 20 years or something, but like, is that his weight wasn't the joke. He was just
That's right.
funny.
They talk about it. That's the difference between him and Chris Farley, right? It's Chris Farley leveraged that, and John Candy did not want to.
And it was Farley's choice to do
That's
that.
right.
Farley
That's right.
liked the physical comedy. He put himself
Yes.
out there in that. So in a way, like I don't judge him for owning that, but
That's right.
John Candy just was funny.
Yeah.
And his performance in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles was one of the
talk
most
about it.
beautiful Oh my God. Well, okay,
I
so we'll get
teared
into
up in the documentary. Okay, we'll get into it. We'll really get into it. That's
Yeah,
3
yeah,
minutes to let everybody know we're going to really get into it in November.
Planes, Trains, and Automobile. Oh yeah. John Candy documentary.
Yeah, it's called
next
I
week.
Like Me, which is a line from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
I like me. My wife
what a-
likes me. Yeah. Okay. Eddie, what's on your list? Your turn.
okay. I have a. So we got to go a couple different directions. You and I
Sure.
are doing. I didn't even talk to you about this. Sorry.
No.
But we're doing. Well, I talked about it eventually, but like the little like working with 3 roots and doing that. Like so, we talk about
Yes.
that. But also, I have a time sensitive prop to show you.
Okay, let's do both.
Time sensitive prop.
Yeah.
Okay. So you forgot Waffles' birthday, which you also
Barely.
could. Yeah, but also you did. Also, we got to talk about Halloween because it's tomorrow when we.
Yeah, I
Okay.
love it. I mean, not the demon part, but the cute neighborhoody part.
But do you know that we very often, in order to fill the God-shaped hole in my heart, I foster cats?
No.
So when they come in from like the street or whatever, the God-shaped
Yeah.
hole is a joke. Did that
Yeah, I
land
did,
as a
everybody. That
joke?
was a joke. Yes, 100%.
'Cause I don't-
Also, when you say you take in cats from the street, do you mean you just let them in, or are you fostering them from a building with papers?
Fantastic distinction. So Arlington Welfare League around us, they will get cats in and they will do a little bit of like basic like medical care vaccines. But then
Sure.
there's a period of time from when they're too little to be adopted to when they grow up and then they can get
Lillian
their
does
little
the same thing.
they can get their little surgeries. And so we have a mud room where basically, hi Lucy, where she's right outside the window. We're back at COVID. Lucy just was outside the window smiling and dancing. I love her. Where they need a place to go. So sometimes they stay in their little shelter, which isn't bad because Arlington Welfare League is lovely. But also sometimes they come home and I wanted you to meet
Yeah.
them because I want you to love cats. Okay.
Okay, you said them. That means there's
two of them.
multiples. Oh, and did y'all get to name them? Because when Lillian does this job of between baby cat and teenage cat or whatever, she gets to name them.
Okay. So
Oh, I hope everyone's watching this episode.
Here's
That's
the-
a very cute kitty.
here's the problem. This one I named originally Gray Waffles.
Okay.
Because if
Okay.
I name them,
You're going to love them.
I fall in love with them. So this one
Yep.
is Gray Waffles, but she has
Gray
since
Waffles.
gotten a real name, and we got a problem here.
Oh, boy. Okay.
So,
Gray waffles.
oh my special girl. Hold on, and then we also have brown black waffles,
Okay. Okay.
and this one has not gotten a name. I love her,
Sure.
but she's pretty much scared of the world, and I
What's
never
the
see
name
her.
you gave the other one?
Mrs. Lanningham. Do you know her?
Why, though?
It's from The West Wing.
No, I need to catch up. I know. I've been thinking about it.
We do a West Wing and we do a Parks and Rec conversation almost every time. But I
Yeah.
mean, are
I
those
keep
not the
meaning to.
Sweetest cats?
They are very cute. So how long do you have them?
That's the thing. You don't know. You don't know when
Yeah.
their surgeries are. You just kind of hold on to
Yeah.
them. But I mean,
That's great.
I can't
Are the
even tell-
girls just love them? Do they just run in there and snug them?
oh yeah, they just love them. And then we sit. I can't even tell you how many meetings. I just sit in a room and there's just cats playing, and I
Yeah.
realize how
You're like,
can
gray
s-
waffles, brown and black waffles. You're so cute.
I got to tell you, I can read the disgust on your face. I can feel
Do you
it.
call them GW and BW?
No, I mean the
No,
gray
you
one I
just
now
call-
call Mrs. Lanningham.
Oh, yeah, Mrs. Lanningham. I forgot.
Which is a problem because I love her and I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Y'all have waffles and you have a dog.
No, the dog is dead.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't
When
know
did
how.
that happen?
A couple months ago, it had kidney failure.
Jeez, Eddie, I didn't know.
I really don't know how to.
So
I don't,
sorry.
hey, can I ask you a question though? Was the dog here when you came over? I think the dog was already
Yes.
dead.
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. In May? The dog was already dead in May?
I'll have
No,
to
I
ask.
feel like one of the girls took the dog on a walk.
That feels right. Yeah, no. So we had a dog, and he made it to about a year and a half old, but he had kidney failure, so we had to be done with that. So he didn't make it. So we only have waffles.
Wow. I'm so sorry.
How else should I have responded to that?
R.I.P. George Washington Koffoltz. I can't remember his
His
name.
name was Higgins.
Higgins, right.
Yeah, Higgins is out of here.
After Steve, right. Oh, I'm so sorry, Eddie.
No.
Were the girls sad?
Oh, yeah, we were all very sad. It's all very
really sad.
Oh, yeah. If you've ever had to put an animal down,
yeah.
you like feel terrible about it. But then also you're
so
like, this is the
sorry.
only nice thing to do. So
Yes. And all dogs
that was
go
a
to
great
heaven.
moment.
Oh, man, I am so sorry. I had no idea.
Oh, no. Thank you. It's fine. And I didn't, what do you do? Text people? Hey, Annie.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, just want to let you know. The doggy met's out of
Higgins.
here. Like it's right in between. It's like not quite human, but close. But
Yeah. I'm sorry.
anyhow, Waffles is still,
Oof.
if Waffles ever passed away, it's gonna be a heck of a time.
Yeah. I'll be available for that.
It's gonna be dark.
I'll be there to, remember I had a dog for 7 days one time.
I do.
And
I was hesitant to ask.
Helen.
Yeah, I know.
Helen F. Downs, and giving her back because I was allergic
Yeah.
was tragic. And I sobbed. And so I can't imagine, because you're like, I know this dog.
Oh, and love this dog and have gotten
Yeah.
up in the middle of the night to care for and nurse this dog.
Yes.
But it's a weird thing. If anybody, we're getting into kind of 7 minutes of serious. Like if you've ever nursed someone through end of life, which oddly he was, there was a strange sense of relief because I was like,
Because you can just tell they're suffering.
This poor guy isn't eating. He's just staring at you. He's not comfortable in any sense of the word. And you're just like, man, like you've done enough. You have worked super hard. You have been sweet. You have been great to the girls. You've run around and done it's just like, this is the least I can do for you is let you. And we have a great vet who's so sweet. You know what the vet did?
Will y'all get oh no, what? Tell me.
Maybe all vets do this, but this is the second time I've had to do this. This vet, we had a different vet for our first pup, but who died. It was an old girl and she passed away. She was like 13. It's like very normal, but he sat down on the ground and his assistant sat on the ground. We were all sitting on the ground with Higgins, like holding him. And it was very it's like intimate, like a very sweet, he was hugging Higgins and Higgins was just it was beautiful. Cause they do that probably multiple times a day. I'm
sure they have to.
A million times a year. This is for them, it's just another day at work. And I'm sure they're affected by it, but it was just a beautiful, and all of a sudden it was just it happened. And I won't get too into it because I know we have tiny friends, but it just happened. And he was just gone, but it wasn't scary or dramatic. It was just wow, what a way to end of life care is very weird and scary to me. But I appreciate seeing someone
It's really
do it well.
sweet that the doctor sat down with you.
Oh, he's precious.
On the floor.
Such a good guy.
Oh, that's lovely.
Anyway.
Will y'all get another dog? Is that in the future?
No. It's just too
cat
much.
people.
Yeah, the girls would love a dog, it's just a lot. For this time of life, people are gone all the time. We're generally they're doing more and gone all day and doing things with friends, and it's just this poor guy's just hanging out here. So,
yeah.
I say that we'll probably have a dog inside of 6 months.
That is kind of how I used to think about, and how I still maybe sometimes think about dogs in New York apartments, where you're like, are y'all okay, dogs? Maybe, and they are. They're animals. They're fine.
Right. And
Maybe.
there's deeply loving dog people up there, so they must have figured it out. But it does feel
and they have dog walkers and all that stuff,
Right.
but it would be hard. But the parks are beautiful. In the morning before 9,
Oh, yeah.
they are off leash.
Yeah.
And it is just so fun to see them just zooming around.
Zooming.
Yeah, just
Annie,
tearing it up.
What is going on with you? I feel like I haven't talked to you in a million years. What are you up to? How's work? How's the tour?
The tour is so fun.
Yeah.
I go back out on the bus tonight. We have,
Oh, boy.
So we just did an 8-show run. And now we're doing, and now the rest of the tour will be 4 show runs, which is much more manageable.
Are you having fun? Is it enjoyable to you?
Yeah. Do you know what's interesting?
Tell me.
The show changes every single night, which I thought was fascinating because I kind of thought these musicians kind of did a cut and paste.
Yeah.
And did the show 36 times. When
Same.
you and I were doing the That Sounds Fun tour, when you were live with me in Baltimore and I did those, every night was different because I had a different guest every night.
Yeah.
But I thought when it was the same 6 people as artists and 5 band guys that it would
Totally.
kind of be the same show every night, and it absolutely isn't.
Well, that's
which is
fascinating.
awesome. It's awesome.
Cool.
So we've done 12. We have 24 to go.
Yeah.
And
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a lot, Annie.
I know. I've now done as many, as of right this minute, I've done as many shows on a tour as I've ever done because I've only done 12 show runs.
When does it end?
Thanksgiving week.
I am going to be fascinated. Like, it's going to be fascinating to see, like, is there a point where you got to like hype yourself up, like get back into this? Does it always just keep because I know you love it, but
but you do have to like,
that's a lot of shows.
Like that last show on Sunday night in Springfield, Missouri, Missouri, as I like to say on Insta story, and I got corrected a lot. I did have to go like, hey, this is a brand new audience who's never seen any of this. And you might be tired, but they are not. And so I do have to have that conversation with myself. Probably of the 12 shows, I probably had to do that twice. So
Yeah.
So but it is, I mean, it genuinely is fun. Our bus is really fun. The crew's really fun.
Yeah.
Oh, Eddie, they shoot off streamers twice in the show. One time I'm on stage, so I can't do anything. But the sound guy, Braden, after our third show came over to me, and he's probably, I don't want to guess how old he is. He's like in his late 20s probably.
Yeah.
Married, great sound guy. He just comes and stands next to me and goes, I like you. You want to shoot off the streamers? And I was like, oh, yes.
I do.
Yes, I do.
I do.
He had me watch him do it 3 times and then one time pretend to do it and I missed. So I had to watch another show and then I got to shoot off the streamers and it was awesome. And I was perfect when I did it.
No
In fact,
doubt.
the band came off stage and was like, that wasn't you, was it? And I was like, yeah, it was me. I was that good. They were like,
How hard is it to
perfect
shoot off streamers? It's not just like a big red button.
timing. Because you've got to hit it right as Aaron, the tour manager / drummer, hits the snare. And hopefully Logan jumps off the
Wonderful.
off the drum riser and lands. So what you want to have happen is Aaron hit the snare, Logan hit the ground, Annie hit the button all at the same time.
God, do you not want to abuse that? Just middle of a slow song, acoustic set, quiet, everybody's sitting them down
Yes.
really thinking.
Yes. Yeah. Wave maker, miracle.
Yeah,
Yeah, 100% I want to
Everybody's
do
like,
that.
oh.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
that's why I am amazed that that guy had the foresight to be like, I know you want to do this.
I was blessed
'Cause
by
he's right.
someone observing me so quick. He couldn't have picked a job I want to do more. That's exactly what I want to do.
The job. It's the job
Yeah.
you want to do. And to push
It's
the button
been
in the timing.
The best. But I'll tell you, I got home Monday after being gone. We left out last Wednesday. So we were gone 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 days.
Yeah.
And I mean, I laid on the couch Monday.
Yeah.
I just kept, Pole Dark is on Netflix now.
Don't even remember what that is.
Wow, Eddie. I don't know if y'all have watched it. Okay, let me tell you this. It's 5 seasons.
Is it scary?
Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. No.
Okay.
I rolled it while I was sleeping on the couch Monday, and I just kept waking up and smiling and going back to sleep. It is set in the 1700s after the American Revolution. It's a soldier for the British Army who comes back to Wales, where he grew up, after he's fought stateside. His girlfriend is engaged to someone else. His dad has died, and his estate is in shambles.
Not good.
And the mine that they ran, because there's a lot of mines in Wales, the copper mine they ran has shut down. And so he comes back and has to rebuild his entire life. His name is Poldark. That's their last name. And so it is.
Brilliant.
It is. Oh, you will love it.
All right. Poldart. Is that what you're saying?
DARK.
Pull dark. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We were looking
on
for something.
Netflix. So
Yeah,
I did
gotta-
that and watched SNL. What did you think, the Amy Poehler episode?
I mean, it's hard for me to be anything other than completely complimentary because Amy Poehler is.
Yeah, she was funny.
She's the greatest. But I think it's good. I thought it was great. I loved it.
You and I have said this before, but I think this. You may have said this to me, that everyone thinks their favorite cast is the cast they watched as teenagers.
Yes.
And so I watched it and I was like, I don't I feel like I'm getting old because the musician, he brought out Charlie XCX and I didn't XCX and I didn't know who she was.
I didn't know who he was, and I didn't know who she was.
Same.
The whole
crowd
thing
went bananas, and I thought if I were sitting there, I'd have leaned over to the bop next to me and said, "Sis, who is this?"
I mean, honestly, with SNL, probably half of the episodes are like, I don't know who that man is. I don't know who that lady is. I don't know who that host is. I don't know anyone. And then you're like, oh, I've never watched, and then you fill in the blank. But
yeah, that's right.
Which makes me wonder, how's Lauren do it? I mean, he's got people around him, but like, he's still got his finger on the pulse of what's hot and what's coming in. But anyhow.
I know, and I totally thought he would have turned it over at 50.
Absolutely. But we can get deep into that. I've been going down the rabbit hole of why he hasn't.
Why hasn't he?
Well, there's just a huge amount of movement, like with both politics and like network stuff. So you saw what went down with like
Stephen
Fallon
Colbert
and
stuff.
Kimmel, not Fallon, excuse me.
Colbert.
Kimmel and Colbert, you know, there's a lot of intersection between what can people say, what's free speech, what's a big conversation, right?
Right.
That being said, there was talk, and there's also been a lot of buying and mergers. So Paramount buying CBS and merging with that, and then Netflix.
I love
possibly,
that you know all this.
Netflix possibly buying Warner Brothers, even though it doesn't look likely. But there's a lot of movement, and there's this kind of lone NBC Comcast relationship that hasn't been touched. But a lot of people are saying like it's because Lorne Michaels is sort of like the safeguard of part of that, which is why Jimmy Fallon hasn't really been touched, why SNL hasn't been touched.
Wow.
And the thought has been that he feels a sense of responsibility, at least until we sort of figure out all the political and corporate maneuvering, to stick with SNL to protect it during, or what he feels is protecting it during this season where it seems like there are issues of censorship and issues of free speech being bantered about. So that
I did do some reading on Jimmy Fallon, and part of his safety is how embedded he is at NBC. That he's not just NBC. He's not just the Tonight Show. He is the Parade. He is the Olympics. He is this new TV show about branding. Yeah. So he's just so, and he is one of the faces with like Savannah and the Morning People of NBC.
Yes, but then also, so was Kimmel. Kimmel did the Oscars. Kimmel hosts the upfronts.
You're right.
Like
You're
Kimmel
exactly
is like
right.
the ABC guy.
You're exactly
Goes
right.
around, meets with Sinclair affiliates, like so it's a very interesting time in like network media right now. And what does it mean? And how does 60 Minutes air a story they want to air when there's all this stuff? Anyway.
Yeah.
So there's that. I don't know how did we get on this? Where were we talking about? That got us to this. Oh yes, and we loved Amy Poehler. Did you like? I mean, she's so. Tell me what you thought.
I loved her. I thought she was funny. I loved Weekend Update where Seth and Tina and her rolled out and made jokes.
Yeah.
I think it is hard for them, because there are so many things that everyone wants them to talk about that they just can't.
Right.
You know, or that you would expect SNL to do a skit on and they can't.
Right.
And I think that's good, because I think there do need to be some sacred things in culture that are not make funnable, like global, like things in Israel and Gaza. You know, don't do a skit about that. You know, the things of that nature that are going on. I appreciate that they stayed away from those, and it makes for more space for just silly skits.
Yeah.
And I think those are funny. I'm not sure they all hit.
No, I know. It is hard to know how to do satire well. That's why I feel like John Oliver is hitting on such a perfect note right now, because it's just so smart, and people are like looking for, how do I feel? How do I respond to big moments? I mean, he's super liberal. So all of this is right. Like it caters to a certain, cross section of people as it is, but it is definitely, but then again, like with Amy, her whole show, like Good Hang, like she just had Aziz Ansari on her show a couple weeks ago. Like there's a lot of stuff you could talk about with Aziz, like some really like heavy, and she just doesn't do that. So I kind of, in a way, I appreciate sort of like you, like it's like, that sounds fun. It's not like you're not going to go deep, but you're going to stay in a lane and you're not going to try to, people know what they can expect when they're both listening, which I appreciate as a listener because I don't want to be tricked. And as a guest, you don't want to be tricked. You want to know. So hard line, hard to know what to do.
No kidding.
That sounds fun.
And now back to our conversation with Eddie.
That sounds fun.
Tell me what else is on your list.
Okay, but I do have a thing. So we have a thing that like a fundraiser thing.
Oh, yeah. Will you please talk about that? Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Because it's happening now.
Yes.
It's happening nowish, and it's going until November 13th. And I normally don't I'm very careful about using the whole platform and whatever. But but you know, it matters.
Yes.
But every couple of years. So people may remember a couple of years ago, I did a half marathon.
Yes.
And got the opportunity to raise a bunch of money and talk about it on Keep Talking, and it was great.
Yeah.
It was for an organization that I care a lot about, Three Roots. Three Roots International is the full name. Three Roots is like, to me, it is like so deeply embedded in my soul because it's like they basically have figured out this silver bullet of serving and kind of uplifting communities around the world. Right now, they work very much in Ethiopia, but they have figured out this way of alleviating extreme poverty by doing the hardest possible thing, which is like helping with education and health and income programs. None of those things, all of those things individually are hard, but it takes all of them. It's kind of like a three-legged stool to like push them up.
Yes.
Anyhow. So I love that. I've always loved Three Roots for that because it's just like, oh, you're not doing the easy thing. And it's important that people do the easy thing. Do the easy thing all day long or one thing. But they're just like, we're going to go in and be systemic. And anyway, I love Three Roots.
Yeah.
And, you know, our family is like deeply embedded with, you know, Ethiopia. And like, it's just so, I love Three Roots. Anyhow, you have very kindly agreed, if you remember.
I do, of course.
We're like trying to raise money for them where people can go. And if they how did it work? Because they had to go back and forth on how they could do it because it's not an auction. It's you can just enter to win. And
okay. So you just donate a certain amount and that enters you to win.
Yeah. Hold on. They sent me, they sent me stuff to read. Of course, I don't have it pulled up for the show. I have not at all. When have I ever pulled anything up? I didn't have a list until a couple months ago. Okay. Oh, here's how it works.
Oh my gosh.
Here's how they do it. Okay. So you can either give, and this will enter you to win, tsf.threeroots.org. They made a website for TSF. I love that. tsf.3. Or you can email, just go to my Instagram. I'll show you. So you enter.
Great.
You can enter through giving, which is what you should do. You should just give a ton of money and enter to win. And somebody will be drawn actually at random, and we will do a half hour call, Zoom, just you,
Zoom
me, and them or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a
whoever
little
they want to have with them.
Yeah, right. We're just hopping on. So if you need to, if you want to talk about starting a business or podcasting, if you just want to joke around, you want to hear about cats, you want to, we truly, honestly,
baseball, football.
Yeah, we're not going to have a script.
Bananas. No.
We'll be here in the same little boxes that we're always in, except you'll be in the box. We won't record it. We won't release it. So you don't worry. You can talk it out. Yeah. But so we will do that. So if you want to do that, and we can raise a bunch of money for Three Roots. Did I do an okay job on that?
I love that. That's awesome. I can't wait to see who wins.
I can't wait. So it'll be great.
It'll be so fun.
I will
tsf.3roots. The number 3 or the THREE.
THREE. Okay. tsf.3roots.org. And I'll put something on my social today so you can see. So you can either give to enter to win.
Put it in the show notes as well.
But also they wanted an option where if you can't give, but you still want to enter, you could still I'll show you how. It's like there's an email address and you can just email in like in the old days when you used to try to win something off cereal. You could either you ate a bunch of cereal or you could just call General Mills and enter to win or whatever. Didn't you ever want to do that? I always wanted to win something.
Yes.
Boys Life magazine.
Drink your Ovaltine.
Oh,
remember
man. Oh, my drink and the brother's knocking on the door. Ralphie.
That's right.
Oh, man. Drink more. What a jip. And he just leaves it on the back of a toilet.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Oh, man.
Oh,
what a
I love
movie.
it.
So
Okay, speaking of movies, you've done two things that lead to the same thing that I have a note about.
go.
Willie Nelson movies. I need you to know that I saw Matthew McConaughey live on his book tour for Poems and Prayers.
That guy is unhinged. I need to know how it was for you.
Unhinged.
Like he's
So
wild.
in every city, he brings out a musician. In our city, Willie Nelson's son here in Nashville.
Wow.
And the musician just plays their instrument while he reads his poetry over it.
God
Wild
almighty.
experience. I'm telling you, my friends and I were like, are we in a fever dream? Or are we? I mean, he was dancing.
Oh.
He was the poet. Some of the poetry is really beautiful. I think writing poetry is very challenging, and so I respect the art for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But the presentation, and it was 90 minutes, an hour and a half, a little more than an hour and a half straight. He did not leave stage. So he did a 30-minute monologue where he had two monitors on stage and it was scripted and he was telepromptering. And
Yeah.
so he was walking back and forth between the two monitors, reading the teleprompter. It was wild. It was wild reading that. So he's looking down at the stage, left and right, reading his monitors because he had written like a fresh essay for Nashville, which I think is very cool that he writes a new thing for every city.
Yeah.
Absolute fever dream. Just him. And then, so he walks for the first part. And then the second 2/3 of it, he has a stool and a music stand. The guitarist has a stool and a music stand and a microphone.
Wow.
And like John Batiste did it. John Mayer
saw
did
that
it.
clip.
Wild. Zach Bryan. I mean, wild people. And then we had Willie Nelson stuff, which was fine. But it was just, I thought, oh, we're going to hear like a couple of songs. And I think the guy sang one song and the rest of it, he would just start, Matthew McConaughey would kind of be like, this is kind of a slower poem that has some real heart to it. And that's the kind of music he would play. And then Matthew McConaughey would read the poem.
I mean, good on him.
90 minutes, bro.
90 minutes
Wild.
of wild.
Absolutely wild experience.
Matthew McConaughey is fully in his own solar system.
Absolutely. It's
Like-
a beautiful place to be. When he was on That Sounds Fun a few years ago, it was a blast.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it is like he lives in his own solar system.
I will say it is pretty cool, though, to watch him act because there are some people, like there's two George Clooney's in every movie, or depending on which, there's either like, oh, brother, where art thou? Like silly George Clooney. Or there's George Clooney. Just
Like 11 George Clooney.
just ER George Clooney, just him
love
talking.
ER.
Now he's a very good actor, but generally
Yeah.
there's like Matthew McConaughey really drops the Matthew McConaughey, and like
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you watch him in like Dallas Buyers Club or
I haven't seen that
what
one.
was that other one?
My
he
all-time favorite is How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Great one.
Oh, I loved him in that one.
But I mean, like he really is he's a very good actor. So is George
Yeah.
Clooney, to be clear. But I'm always surprised at
clear.
how much of like
Fan of the show.
Brad Pitt is another one. He's always clearly like Brad Pitt-ish, but like he really drops, even changes in his accent. I like him.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that is just, what is it? What was he wearing?
Wild, dude.
Orange pants?
Thank you for asking. He was wearing, the whole stage was brown. Like the curtain was brown, the lighting was browns
Sure.
and yellows, and he had on brown pants and a brown shirt. And I was like, It's. I think it's 1976,
Yeah.
and I think something was in my water. I think I'm sick. I think something's wrong.
Whatever was happening backstage with him and Willie Nelson's son, I believe probably just made the experience for him
Sure.
magical. I think we all had a
Good to
magical
know.
experience together.
That's exactly right.
God, that made me
Okay, what
happy.
else is on your list? I knew
No,
you'd enjoy that.
Okay. Had a conversation at Sunday night dinner the other night, and Brienne
I love
literally
Sunday
said
night
out
dinner.
loud, "Bring it up on Annie." And I was like, I bet everybody knows this. And she's like, I bet nobody, very few people know this.
Oh, great.
So I'm asking you if you believe it is general knowledge. And I'm going to ask it this way. What's your gardening zone?
Oh gosh, I couldn't have any idea.
Okay.
I mean, I think one of the words that might be used is tundra,
Oh boy.
but that's not my gardening zone.
Do you
but I
know
would
you have a
imagine,
number?
Oh, no. No.
Okay. Well,
I
sorry.
thought it was like tundra, grasslands, swamp. No, I'm wrong,
I think
I guess.
that is valid. That is not what I was referring to, but I think it is helpful to know if you're in a tundra. Here's the-
Garden, what's it called? My garden zone?
yeah. So basically,
It's a map.
it's a map and you've got a number over where you live. I'm in 7B.
It won't open for me, but you're right. Wow,
Okay,
you're in 7B. So what does that mean?
So it means if I'm shopping to plant something, I can look it up and say like, yes, a peach tree will grow in 7B. No, an orange tree will not grow in 7B.
I'm in 6.
But it's basically like this like algorithm, I guess, that's figured out. And I think this is very old. I don't think this is new. I think I'm just learning it. But it's like basically like your elevation and temperature and the amount of water that you get in a given swath of land. And so generally, if I plant things that live in 7B, then they'll grow. And right?
That's incredible. I have to get a little bit closer because I'm aged. Let me look closer to my computer.
Yeah. And also, I
Where
gotta call Eve. The cats are not happy, so she's gonna come get them real quick.
Eddie, I think I'm also in 7B. I am.
You're in 7B.
Nashville, Tennessee is also in 7B. It's a lighter green.
And it makes sense in terms of like east-west, but it's not that.
What made you decide you had to know your garden zone?
Well, I've done enough reverse sponsorships lately, but I do care about, I decided that I didn't want to pay somebody to do like yard, like spraying and stuff.
Okay.
And I wanted to do it and I wanted to like figure out how to do it naturally so that like dogs and kids could play out there. Now, if people hire like whatever, I don't care what you do. But for me, that's what I wanted to do. And part of this was I had to figure out, they said like, what's your zone for what like grasses you can seed and stuff like that. And I didn't know. And so it took me down this whole thing. And now here I go. So knowing your zone. So if somebody wants to know when to plant stuff, you can just be like, what should I plant in October if I live in 7B? And there's basically like a very small cross section of things that you can put in the yard and grow. So garden zone. Now, I think what's better to know is that I think I was incorrect. I assumed this was common knowledge. This is not common knowledge.
Oh, I thought Bree assumed it was common knowledge. You thought we all knew.
I thought everybody knew. But Brienne was like, I don't think everybody knows. And she wasn't dogging me, but I think she's correct. Is there anybody else at That Sounds Fun? Nobody at the table knew.
Not within. No one's at the table with me. I'm alone.
Okay, well, you plus everyone who is at our table. Yeah, bring it to lunch.
I'll bring it to lunch tomorrow.
I'm going to say no. Okay, I have one more weird thing, and it is literally.
Oh, good. Oh, wait. What'd you say?
2/3 new.
2/3. Alert. 2/3 of our office knew about the garden zone.
Who's listening, and how did they just do that?
I don't know how Lillian did that, but she just opened the office door. Now, did she bring me my water bottle and wondering if I'm thirsty? No.
Yeah.
No, I'm just parched. I'm just parched.
Yeah. She's running around
But
right now to
she
tell Johnny
did.
to edit things out that I said. Like, hey, we've got a DEFCON 4.
No, she just stuck her head in and said 2/3 of our people knew.
Lillian is a fantastic
And here comes
person.
my water bottle. I thought that. Thank you, Lils.
Here's what I
She's
want to
not
know.
supposed to guess I'm thirsty, by the way, everyone. She was not. I was totally kidding.
But here's the thing. So I thought it was just you hearing me, but other people hear me right now? Sarah, the producer.
Engineer Sarah, yes, she is listening.
Okay.
And so my guess is either she has that, because everybody loves an Eddie episode. So there's a world where it's just being blasted through the entire office and versus Sarah having it in her head and speaker, like in her headphones.
Okay, here's what I want to do. Lillian, if you can hear me right now, you email me. So let's see how this goes.
I won't repeat that and just see if she can hear you.
Just see if she does it. Okay.
That sounds fun.
And now back to finish up this conversation with Eddie.
That sounds fun.
I have another quick story that is that. So I tried to censor it because I thought this isn't like a conversation starter, but I just thought you'd enjoy it so much. And so it's fast and I don't think it's going to go anywhere.
But don't respond.
Well, you're not going to want to, but here's what happened.
Okay.
So I had to get blood drawn because, of course, building the temple, you got to make sure your cholesterol's okay. I have to get blood drawn, and I have like through a big like medical system. Do you guys have that in Nashville? Just like everything is one of this hospitals. Right. And so it's like little things, Vanderbilt, whatever. Ours is ANOVA. So I had to get blood drawn, and they're like, where do you want to get it drawn? I was like, whatever's closest to me. So I walk in and I sit down, and something feels off.
Okay.
And I'm there, and it's early, but I'm there to get my blood drawn. I've checked, and I've checked in, so I know I'm supposed to be at the right place. But again, it's a big medical system, and I just want to be clear, you can get your blood drawn at a lot of places.
Yeah, that's right.
Places maybe you wouldn't ever go to, which is how I found myself sitting in a pink room with a lot of ladies wearing sweatpants. I am at an OBGYN. And that's literally the whole story. So I sat in an OBGYN. I sat there uncomfortably. I got a little bit of like side eyes because, of course, I don't think they realize either what's going on. But I'm just sitting there wearing exactly what I'm wearing now. Double denim, New Balance shoes.
Yeah.
And sat at the OBGYN and went back. And I was like, and the lady's like, Edward, so it's right. Okay. Go back.
Yep.
Pink little, it's just, you know.
Wow.
And,
did you go into a room with stirrups, or did they just take you to like the blood
Jeez.
drawing room?
It's just the blood drawing. I don't want to.
Okay.
It's just the, hey, from Lillian, if you start talking about baking sourdough, then this episode is the Lillian trifecta. Kittens, gardening, baking equals a life of Lillian. I will talk about sourdough because where I'm at right now is problematic. Either way, yes, it was a blood draw room. I said, hey, is this like a normal thing? And she laughed and she's like, it is. But they should just put a sign out there that says sometimes men come in, it's like whatever.
Yeah.
But anyhow, so just wanted to
and
remind
Lillian emailed you so she can hear this whole conversation.
Yeah. Oh, she can hear the whole thing.
Great. Yeah, now you know.
So yeah, I got my regular OB appointment taken care of, and I am starting sourdough again. I just turned on the thing, so I failed so many times.
Really?
Yeah, I failed all the time. But I've been listening to this podcast, Tom Papa. He's a comedian, but he does this thing where he makes sourdough all the time, and he gives one to his guests because usually when you make bread, you make 2 loaves, and you're like, I can't burn through all these. And if you're trying to make it, you're like, okay, I'm doing 2 sets of 2 a week. And he just gives bread away. And I'm like, that's exactly what I want. I want to make one. We test it. How did it work? And then the other one I've got for like a Sunday night friend or just walking across the street. So I will be doing that. Lillian, if I can figure it out, by the time I see you next time, I will try to bring you bread. But I don't feel good about it.
Have you seen that that's what Taylor Swift gave to a lot of people and called it, her album's called The Life of a Showgirl. And on her bread, she said The Life of a Dough Girl. Fantastic.
I hate how much I love it.
I saw Jimmy Fallon's post about it. That's all I know.
Yeah, I hate how perfect it is.
I know.
Also, we don't have a ton of time to talk about it, but like the kids have explicit filters on their music. They can listen to 4 songs of that album.
Oh my gosh.
Spotify.
I have not listened to 1 minute of it yet.
Life of Ophelia is a fine song. It's a good album.
Okay.
It's fine. But it is
Only
crazy.
4 songs.
Yeah, and the rest of them Spotify filters out like, nah, not good for kids.
Wow.
So it's a very adult album. Taylor's gone from, it's very grown up.
Yeah, okay.
You can handle it.
Thank you. I've heard Scuttle. I have not listened yet. This is speaking of life of a tour girl, I don't have much time alone. Like I'm not in my car,
How are you doing that? Like the extroversion, even for an extrovert, this is how are you?
There is some time alone during the day, but like once we're on the bus, and then once you get in your bunk, you're kind of like, I want to read my book or watch a show. I don't want to lay there and listen to an album and look at the ceiling.
No, I know what you mean.
So I haven't had like music in the background kind of vibes.
Yeah.
Because like we all eat, oh my gosh, there's caterers out on the tour, Lisa and David. They are amazing. They're amazing. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. They make it. So homemade meals every day.
That's great.
It is awesome. They have a whole trailer that pulls behind one of the buses that has a fridge and an oven in it.
That's
the
amazing.
fridge stays plugged in because it's plugged into the bus.
That's smart.
And then the oven, David rolls it out in every city and cooks outside.
It's great.
Fantastic. It's
Do they
unbelievable.
take requests?
Yeah, they do. It's really sweet because I'm one of the only new people on the tour. And so, like, the whole first run, they'd be like, hey, do you like this? Is
Yeah.
this like, is there anything you wish you could have that you don't
Yeah.
have? Like, and I wasn't speaking up about being gluten free because it's just so annoying for
gonna
people.
ask.
And
Yeah.
I can pick around usually. And so
Yeah.
there's only been a couple of days that I couldn't pick around. And then this other girl who was a nanny that came back just to visit for a run and help out, she's gluten free. And so they started making stuff for her. And then she ratted me out in a friendly
yeah.
way and told them I was, and they were like, Annie,
But does
what
she
do you
have
want? Tell
whatever
us.
it's called, that gluten-free thing? There's like-
Celiac?
yeah.
No, I think she and I both are just healthier if we don't versus
Right. So they can cook
problematic if we do.
right, because sometimes with celiac, it's like you can't cook in the same
Oh, yeah.
pots. You got to be.
That's right.
So y'all
That's
don't
right.
need that. It's just generally
No,
like,
no, no. It just
let's
makes me
think
feel
about
bad.
it. Yeah, let's
so
think
like
about it.
we made grilled cheeses and had soup the other day. They have a panini. Oh, this is a great question. We're going to leave with this question.
Great.
We made grilled cheeses and they had gluten-free bread for me and the other young lady who is
That's
gluten-free as well.
Sweet. That is very sweet.
Here's the question that unless you have, do you have anything else on your list? This was
No.
a wild one.
This was I have no
Really?
idea. Sometimes we do a show, and this is one of them, where I can't tell if this was greatest hits or super weird. I can't tell if it's going to be shared.
Is it both?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
both.
Okay, so a question that we brought up at the table
Yep.
that I would love your answer, but I'd also love everybody else to chirp in on.
Yeah.
What makes a sandwich with cheese in the middle a panini versus a grilled cheese? So, for example, if I make a grilled cheese on the stove, it's a grilled cheese. If I put it in a panini press, does that become a cheese panini? Or is that still a grilled cheese? Are all paninis grilled cheeses? If that's what, I understand you can put meat, but not all grilled cheeses are paninis? Is everything in a panini press a panini?
This is a very specific reference that only you and about 20 people will get, but that is a Jesse Carey question if I have ever heard one.
I know.
There are very few things that he would stop the presses and do a whole
Yes.
show on than a question like this. So
what do you
one,
think?
I will get his opinion before the next show.
Oh, great.
Is it for the next? Because I don't want to blow it.
Yeah, you can do that, but you can also give us your thoughts. Do you want to wait and give us your thoughts on the next one?
I think there is some sort of Venn diagram here with
Okay.
type of bread.
The bread decides if it's a panini?
I think it's part of it because I don't know that you can do a proper panini with just like a loaf of nature, like Dave's Killer Bread. I don't think that's a
Right.
panini. I
I
think
don't
that's a pressed
know.
sandwich. I think there's a difference. So I think there's a bread issue.
wow.
I also think there's a cooking issue. You
Yes.
need a panini press even to be in the running. So no panini press and the wrong bread, like it's still a grilled cheese. But I think we have to introduce.
Because one of the girls at the table was questioning whether if she uses another pan that is warm to smush the top of a grilled cheese, is she virtually making a panini? If the heating element is on two sides, is that a panini?
I also have a feeling, and I have done no research, but will by next show. No, I won't. I'll forget. I will remember right before it. Can someone please, who's listening to the show that has my number, text me mid-November? Somebody out there has got to be
I
like,
can do it. I can do it.
no, I don't need you. You got plenty to do. Lillian, feels like this is the one thing I'd like you to really help me with is I need to research what
Your
a panini,
panini
because it feels like there's some sort of like Italian backstory to panini that probably has like a very specific, like it can only be champagne if it's from this region.
That's
kind of
right.
thing.
She also needs to remind you to watch I Like Me, the John Candy show.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope with the amount of need and Lillian's ability. Like I, behind the scenes, I just gave her access to my calendar now.
Yeah.
So she
great.
doesn't even have to, like, she was bubbling up. That was her words. I'm going to bubble this up to try to schedule with you. And I'm like, buddy, you don't have to bubble anymore. Here's my calendar. Just schedule away. I will show up if you put it on there.
Wow.
Bubble up.
Thank you.
So it's a slippery slope between my incompetence and her ability.
Okay. Well, we will, in the November show, we'll really define a panini. We'll give everybody a chance to watch I Like Me.
Yep, which I will.
And do their own panini search.
Did you try to make a pun there?
Yeah. Didn't
I don't know.
Panini search?
I feel like
Panini
I gotta-
research.
somebody's
Panini.
yelling. Everybody's sandwich press. Impress us? No, that's not quite it. Panini.
Yeah, I don't know. Find the pun and find the definition. I'm writing it in my November calendar to bring back those two things. We definitely need to.
Yeah.
We need to talk about I Like Me, and we need to define a panini.
Annie, I really have not talked to you since the last show. It was good hearing your voice. It was good getting to
Same.
chat with you.
I agree.
Yeah.
Maybe one of these days when I'm out on the road, I'll just buzz you, and we'll just do a proper catch up.
Come on, I'd love a proper catch up.
Yeah, same.
Good luck with the last 24 shows. You're obviously going to
Thanks.
do great. I hope it's full of joy. I hope you meet a lot of nice people.
So far, so good.
Yep.
All right, friends. As always, go wash your hands.
Yeah. Bye, buddies. And Lillian, who's listening.
Okay, you guys, I know we hit every topic under the sun. I don't know what to tell you either. The big question remains, what exactly is a panini? And if you want to, watch the documentary about John Candy called I Like Me. If you don't want to, no pressure, but we are going to talk about it in November. Come tell us your thoughts, your panini opinions, your garden zone, your preferred deodorant over on Instagram. That Sounds Fun podcast. As always, we have a whole playlist of Annie and Eddie episodes in the show notes for you if you want to go back and listen anytime. Don't forget to grab your TSF Seasons Guidebook if you don't have one already, because all 4 seasons are available. That's anniefdowns.com/seasons. If you have any questions from this episode, well, me too, but you can drop them in the Q&A box on your Spotify app if you're a Spotify listener like me, or send them straight to us on Instagram at That Sounds Fun Podcast. We will do our best to answer them there. But our main thing is a question about what is a panini. If you need anything else from me, you know I'm embarrassingly easy to find. Annie F. Downs on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, all the places you may need me. That is where you can find me. I think that's it for me today, friends. Go out or stay home. Do something that sounds fun to you, and I will do the same. Today, what sounds fun to me, well, we're busting back home for everybody to be with their families tomorrow. So I will be happy to be back in my bed tonight in Nashville. Y'all have a great week. We'll see you back here on Monday with 2 of my dear friends. It's Dallas and Amanda Jenkins. We'll see y'all on Monday.
That sounds fun.
That sounds fun.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Check 1, 2 on the microphone. Annie F. Downs in your car to your home. Every week it's something new. A deep talk or an interview. She'll make you laugh, she'll make you cry. When it's dark out, she's a light.